Welcome to your first installment of game guides from Kendama Depot. Today we're going to be covering the game add-on. Add-on, also known as follow, not to be confused with one-up, is a copy of the trick game where players set one trick at a time to build a line together. Later in the video, I'm going to explain some variations we like to play with, but first we're just going to cover the basic rules. We have Jack and Chris playing add-on with us today, and the game begins by deciding who sets first. You can start however you'd like, but we like to spin the Ken. To start the line, you get one try to set the first trick. All right, Chris got knee bounce, big cup. Now, there are three possible outcomes every turn. The first outcome is you match and you add on. If you match the line and add on, a trick that is back to your opponent's turn. The second outcome is you match but no add-on. If you match the line but miss the add-on, nobody gets a point. The line is still alive and now it's your opponent's turn. The third outcome is you fail to match. If you miss all three tries to match the line, your opponent gets a point and you start a new line. We like to play first to 4 points wins. We get this question a lot, so to clarify, no matter if you match on your first, second, or third try, if you match, you get one try to add on. So, a couple common questions. One, can you repeat tricks per line? No. Tricks can land in the same position, but whole tricks cannot be repeated. For example, Chris is going to perform a line that lands in the same position 3 times, but does not repeat a whole trick. For example, Jack is going to perform a line that lands in the same position 4 times and does repeat a whole trick. No good. For example, instas, juggles, and arm bounces are all combo concepts. Here's an example of a combo trick that would count in a game of add-on. That trick had 1 insta, 1 juggle, and 1 arm bounce. So there were no repeating concepts. The trick is good. Now, an example of a combo trick that would not count in a game of add-on. That was a single combo trick, but there were 2 instas and 2 juggles, so that trick would not count. Combo tricks are single tricks, but not every combo trick counts. The way we like to play add-on, we want to test the widest variety of tricks possible. So the rule, simply put, is no repeating concepts per trick. And that is all of the base rules for add-on, but we have a couple variations we like to play with. First is prove-its. So, you may be familiar with prove-its in a game of Ken, but prove-its in add-on are different. We like to give each player 2 prove-its per game. In add-on, you can call your prove-it before and only before your 3rd try to match. When you call a prove-it, your opponent now has 3 tries to match the current line.
So weak. Trick line. Prove it.
All right, Chris now has 3 tries to match the current line. If he hits the trick, he gets the point, and if he misses the trick, Jack gets the point. All right, Chris did hit the trick, so he gets a point, but he could have called a rebuttal prove it. One and only one rebuttal prove it is allowed per line, and again, it would have to be called before your third attempt to match. Prove-its in add-on incentivize you to set unique tricks that your opponent may have never landed, but also tricks that you are confident you could land again in 3 tries. Last but not least, we have trick restrictions. Trick restrictions are parameters that you can set on each point, each game, or however you want. We have a list of trick restrictions in the description, ranked from least to most restrictive. The title should be self-explanatory, but you can also create your own. Trick restrictions make you dig a bit deeper in your bag of tricks and make it even more likely someone will have to learn something new. For us, that's what add-on's all about. We think add-on is one of the more action-packed and fast-paced Kendama games. Add-on is the game that you're most likely to learn your tricks from, and it is also the most thorough test of the strengths and weaknesses in a Kendama player's bag of tricks. And that concludes our game guide for add-on. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think of how we play add-on. If you have new ideas for trick restrictions or any questions that are not answered in the video, leave a comment. And heads up, we're also developing add-on as a competition format, and we're super stoked to share that with you in another video. So if you want to see that or other game guides in the future, and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Loose deuce.